Yeah, hi all. So in this class, we are going to be learn a data manipulation language with respect to some of the different commands we are going to be used. Till now, we have learned in respect to the data definition language that consists of the create, alter, and renaming kind of the things. But in the data manipulation language, we are going to be completely learn with respect to managing of the data to get in terms of the retrieving of the information from the database. So the data manipulation language is going to be helpful with the different concepts and different kind of the types, I can say. One is the procedure and also the declarative. How does the procedure data manipulation language is going to be help us? It basically requires a user to specify what data needs to be or what data need to be retrieved from the database. And the declarative data manipulation language, I would say, it's also referred to as a non-procedure data manipulation language. Some of the cases, it's going to basically retrieve a user to specify what data are needed and without specifying how to get those data sets. So we can also see the different examples with respect to the procedure and declarative. So a declarative basically lies or the tells about with respect to the DML language, which is very easy to learn, and we can also use for the procedure database while we are going to be specified how to get those data. And however, what will happen since a user does not have the specified or how to get the data, the database system is going to be figured out much efficient way of accessing the data. So that is one of the advantage with the declarative is going to be helpful when compared to the processor. And we can also see some other different commands we are going to be represented with the data manipulation language, such as select. So select is a very important class, I would say. I would suggest to go through the select class first, much efficient way we are going to retrieve the data according to that. So retrieving the data from the database by using the select class and something called as insert. You want to be insert any kind of the values in terms of your database or the table for that matter. You want to be insert the data or the values into the table. So update, so you want to be update the whatever the existing data we had in the table or within the table, you want to be updated by using the update class or updated command. Similarly we have the delete, whatever we learned in the data definition language for the alter with respect to delete, we can do by using the delete command specifically to get the records and to get all the records. Maybe specifically you can mention with respect to the conditions wise, so that we'll get some idea with respect to that. So let's go and check out some of the practical oriented nature with respect to these commands, so that we'll get some idea with respect to the data manipulation language. So I'm currently on the page of the SQL tutorial with respect to the SQL select command tutorial kind of the thing. If you see, SQL select statement is basically tells about the syntax. Select a list, okay, whoever having you want to be retrieved at the time. So specifically I would say whenever you want to be retrieve any kind of the select statement is going to be very helpful to retrieve from the table itself. So select, I would suggest you go through the select list. I will directly call this as I need total columns. I will directly asterisk. Asterisk is going to be help us to enhance the data much more efficient for all the columns. So you want to be get all the columns, you can directly specify the star or asterisk for that matter. So that you will get all the columns. If you want to specify only few of the columns, suppose I want to retrieve only the age, or I want to retrieve only for the city, for a person, so that I will retrieve only age and city, the columns by using our table names. So this is the basic syntax, select and the column names from the table. That's it. So yeah, if you go and check out the by using our, yeah, you can see select star from the table name. So if you go and check out some table, so this is the employee table we had. So this some table, if you want to retrieve all the information, you can directly specify select star from employees. You will get all the employees. So let's also try out, this is how I will try out with corresponding to the online resources we have with respect to the SQL. Yeah, let's try out with that. I will lively show you how does it going to be helpful. Yeah, I have written select start from employees. So employee tables we had, right? So this is the employee table we had. So if I'll execute, You can see all the information will go and be get. All the information they are going to be get for this. All the informations. So yeah, employee name, first name, last name, you want to be get. Suppose I want only for employee name. Okay. So what? Suppose I want only for the employee names. So I would make it as, sorry. Yeah, I would make it as employee name for that matter. You would see if I execute this, I will get only the employee names. Suppose I required first name also. I required first name. I will put a comma. I will put a comma. I will write it as first name. First underscore name. So you have to be very careful about the case sensitive, whatever the words you have to be done at the whatever the different columns you have to be showcased. So yeah, you can see here select employee ID and the first name. I will suggest to go through get the employee name also the first name. So I will execute this one again. You can see employed ID and the first name is came into the picture with respect to the